Caleb, make your papa a cup of Joe, please. My wife don't want to drink one with me. How about you help a brother out? I mean, I did just spend about $200 on you critters. Should be good for at least a cup of coffee. No, took him out downstairs earlier.
James George, with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in RBIs. Can he deliver at the plate again today?
Waiting for the call up.
It's the Sugarland Space Cowboys and the Round Rock Express. We'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, James George. George clobbered a homer in his last game. Line drive.
That's a hit.
It's down, a base hit.
That's a hit.
And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. In the dirt. Throw to second, out. And the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score. Nobody on and 2 outs. George, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Out to short, Trejo. Play made, that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. We're midway through the 4th. We're all tied, 0-0. 2 away here, nobody on. And now, James George, 1 for 2. George measures 6'2", 210 pounds, and he's knocked in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
On the ground to third. What a stop! Throws to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Offense held in check here. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. And we still have no score.
think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name?
Bottom of the 8th. The batter now, Glader Figueroa. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Reaching down, makes the catch. Disappointing outcome. You hit the ball that hard, you kind of expect to get a knock, and especially representing the tying run, that would have been huge. Tough break on that lineout. George stands in now and watches strike one. That slider just spun up in the zone. If it's in a hittable spot, it could go a long way. Hit hard on a line. And there's one down. Certainly a frustrating... James George has been on fire lately, riding a 15-game hitting streak. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, James George. He has had a tremendous season, a lot of power, and put up a good average to boot. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. End of a half inning. Runner at first. Now the left fielder, Luis Mieses. This out to center. And there's one away. So digging in, James George. 0 for 1 so far.
Here we go, no one better.
This one is labeled. Out number 2. All set for the start of this inning. And now the center fielder, James George. Out towards left center. Going back pretty deep. Hauls it in. There's one away. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. Line drive to center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Kelly.
2 outs and runners at first and second. George digs in now.
George.
Right guy, no one better up there. Hey, attaboy, nice play.
That's a hit. Coming around third. Scores easily. And once again, he collects a knock and extends his hitting streak another game. There's a little extra buzz in the stands for his games these days, and to be fair, there's a little extra buzz in the press box too. Hard not to get excited over the run he's on. First and second, 2 outs. Now at the plate, Logan Cerny. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground, right side, Foscue. That ends the inning and prevents things from getting out of hand. 1 run in the inning, but they leave a pair aboard. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up as we approach the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Marcus Smith. Swing and a drive. This one has a chance. And it's gone. It just got out of here. Did it again. Home run number 2 of the game. It's 4-3. No quit in this team at all. They're still fighting. Seemed like he might not have hit it hard enough to leave the yard, but it had just enough carry to get over his glove and out of here for a dinger. Great effort in the outfield all the same. One-run game here in the top of the 9th inning. Jackson, 6'2" righty, 210 pounds, a former first-rounder back in 2010. In the air, out towards right center. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint. Bottom of the inning, and here is Marcus Smith. One-run game in the bottom of the 9th. That one hammered center field. This one on its way. Brings it back. Great catch. Off the bat, it looked like the game was about to be tied with a dramatic homer. But he made a great, daring play to rob them and keep the lead. This wasn't his best game ever, but he definitely helped them in the win. Nice job. And the next batter, James George.
Hey, George.
Swing and a high fly to left. There to make the catch. We move on to the bottom of the 1st. No score after half an inning. One out and the bases are empty. Stepping in, Alejandro Osuna. A laser into the outfield. And 2 away now.
Batting first, a shortstop, Alan.
Here's the center fielder, James George.
George.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. Liner to left. Pulls it down. One down. Luis Mieses now at the plate. Lined into left center for a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, James George. Line drive to short and caught. I'm not sure how you react that quickly to a ball hit that hard. Fantastic reflexes to make that catch. Next up for the Space Cowboys, Enrique Bradfield Jr. The Space Cowboys down to their last strike. In the air on the infield, settles under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. The loss is just the rotten cherry on top. So 2 down. George getting ready to hit. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. smashes this one to deep left center. It's back there. And that one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for two. In at second with a two-out double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned the corner, and hustled in for the extra base knock. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Shea Whitcomb.
Here we go right here. No one better. No one better.
Now the payoff pitch.
That's ball four.
Throw to third, out. And that'll end the inning. Thrown out at third to end the inning, and the defense heads back to the dugout. Bottom of the first, now at the dish, the first baseman. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. That one is absolutely pummeled. This one's back there. Leaping, brought it back. Great job to rob that home run. If it makes it over the wall, they'd have taken the lead. That's a high-impact play. Runner at second here with two gone. And now the center fielder, James George. Cracked a double the first time at bat. A frozen rope. And that will retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. One left on base. We move on to the bottom of the third. The Express lead it 1-0. Nobody on with one out. Digging in for the Express, Brandon Martirano. Here comes the 2-2 offering. Liner to center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there are two down. Here's the center fielder, James George. 1 for 2. George measures 6'2", 210 pounds. He's been unconscious at the plate, hitting better than .350 in his last 10 games. And a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. To first, and he scrambles back safely. Took a big turn there. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. And now a chance to tie the game up, making this a crucial at bat. So here's the cleanup hitter, Shea Whitcomb. Runner on the move, in the dirt. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. The catcher blocks it, and he steals second without a throw. One pitch now. Swing lifted to left field. Pretty deep. And that's that. One runner left stranded. Still behind, 1-0 to score. Next to hit, Kellen Strong. That's a line shot for a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Around second now, going for third. At third now with 1 away. That's a triple. That's a swing to be proud of for sure. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. At the plate, James George. High in the air, out to right. Smith settles underneath it. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. Bottom 9. Here's the left fielder, Luis Mieses. Lines this one to center. One away. That's a heartbreaking out for this offense. If that ball had gotten down, they'd have had the winning run aboard, possibly in scoring position. Just a tough break. One out, and the potential go-ahead run is at second. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And a base hit. In comes the run from second. And they've got the lead in extra innings. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. One out and a runner at second. Shea Whitcomb will hit next.
Hey, your turn driving me. Clutch up, kid.
Runner takes off for third. In the dirt. Throw to third. Safe by plenty. We're in the 11th. One run in the inning so far. Line drive, and it's caught. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Runner at third, 2 away. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Zach Short. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Last shot here, we're headed to the bottom of the 11th. Sugarland ahead in this game, 3-2.
We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control.
All set for the bottom of the 12th. Here's the catcher, Brandon Martirana. Throw home. And he's out. And this game is still tied. I like the attempt on offense trying to get him home and win this one in extras, but he's cut down by a great bit of defense, and we're still going. Extras here, and now the center fielder, James George. The plan should be to hit behind the runner, perhaps shoot it to the right side. And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single, and they have the lead deep into extra innings. No time wasted there as he delivers the RBI knock here in the top of the inning. That's a big lift to the rest of the lineup, and now they'll try to bring him around to score. No outs, runner at first. And next, the cleanup hitter, Shea Whitcomb. Kick, the pitch, runner goes. Soft contact in the air, and plenty of time to first.
The batter, the shortstop, Zach
Man at second, one away. Zach Short digs in now.
Runner.
And now the runner breaks for third. Fly ball left field. Got it. Man at second here with two away. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Kennedy Corona.
Need you right now. Here we go.
Lifted in the air to left, Miesis. They limit the damage here. Bottom of the 14th, set to go. Stepping to the plate for Round Rock, Glader Figueiredo. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field.
3-3-3.
Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. He's safe at third. The tying run just 90 feet away. George really excelled in this game, helping lead them to the win. 2 RBI on 4 hits. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. James George comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, James George. So clutch. Arguably the team's MVP this year. And there's a base hit into left. Runner holds up at second, 2 aboard now. 1 out and 2 on. And here's the first baseman, Cooper Hummel. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Return throw to first, out. Double play, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming up to the dish for Round Rock, number 1. Liner into center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. There's 1 down. Bases empty, 1 away. Next up for the Space Cowboys, James George. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. And it's gone. Made them pay for that one, and they add on. It is 4-2. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. All set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, Cameron Cawley. Line drive to center. And there's 1 down. 1 out, and the bases are empty. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, James George. In the air to left. That's pretty far back. Gets over his head. Around first and heading for second. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Maybe not quite the right launch angle exit velo combination to leave the yard, but he did a really nice job pounding that one to deep left. Extra bases are runner takes off for third in the dirt. And safe. That's a stolen base, not close. 1 away with a runner at third.
No one better, no one better. Clutch up right here.
Liner snagged at first.
Now batting, catcher Brian Lavastida.
And here's the catcher, Brian Lavastida. The 2-2. Rolls over it to third. The throw to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Sugarland with the lead, 5-2. Bases are empty with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, James George. He's already gone yard in this game. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. Oh, 1 now. Foul ball there. 2 outs, bases empty.
You got that one.
That's a base hit. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. So up next, Cooper Hummel. George leads off of first with 2 out. There goes the runner. This one in the air to right. It's pretty deep. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. 1 left on base. Time to stretch. The Space Cowboys lead it 5-2. One out, runner at second base. And now the center fielder, James George. He's already homered in this ballgame. Swing, ground ball out to short. 2 away.
He's out.
George was fantastic in the win. James George comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. Next up, the designated hitter, James George. First and third with nobody out, a dangerous situation for the defense. Out on the mound, he knows he needs a strikeout or a double play ball to give him a chance to escape this jam. That's a base hit. 1 run's in. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third. Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Clutch up for us.
Now a flare off the bat. Base hit. 1 run is in. Fires to the plate. But it's offline. It's 3-zip. 1 out and a runner at second. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, James George. This one is labeled. Should be extra bases here. Runner around third. Comes across to score. That makes 2 doubles for him on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. Here's the third baseman, Shea Whitcomb. And the runner takes off for third. Now 2 away. To third now, but he's able to get back in safely, so just 1 out on the play. Runner at third and 2 out. Here's the center fielder, Zach Cole. Flares it. Base hit, run in to score. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, James George. Hard hit for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Now the third baseman, Shea Whitcomb. The 0-1. Fly ball out to left field. And there's one down. First and second, one away. Next up for the Space Cowboys, Zach Cole. The 1-1 offering. Hit on the ground, might be two. Can't glove it cleanly. And everyone's safe, bases are loaded.
Now batting, the first baseman, Cooper Hummel.
So one gone with the bases loaded here. And now the first baseman, Cooper Hummel. Up the middle, Trejo flips it for one.
Out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. The hustle he showed on that play just got them a run. If he doesn't explode out of the batter's box, there's no way they avoid the double play. Skipper's got to love seeing that. So 2 on and 2 out. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Brian Lavastida. Here it comes. Now a flare off the bat. That's a base hit. Run scores. Next up, James George. He's 3 for 3 with a couple of doubles and a single. Out to center. It's pretty far back. And that's the end of the inning. 1 away, and the bases are loaded here. Next is the designated hitter, James George. Line drive to center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Shea Whitcomb. Now the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, runners at first and second. And now the center fielder, Zach Cole. Look at the stop here. And very nicely done for the out. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And now, James George. Hard hit left side. And there's 2 down.
He's out.
George made some big contributions for them in the win. Drove in 4 runs at the plate.
Beat up the block and the gun on my press of the button. I open the wings. Ain't no advance in the deal I just signed. I don't need to live controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes. Dance on my own, and so does my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus. Way to the painting is punching is reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist. Skating from city to city to finish. The Wellington blue and under the sin. So I be preferring my venison. Windowton blacker than minimum sentence. And I was apprenticing under a villain. Fist full of metal to pay my respects. I slotted my dentist to get his new grilling. The incoming call from Shabria Connect. The look in my closet is mold on the ceiling. Master against Aaron Donald, it's hard to explain. The rush of a feeling. I try not to focus too hard on the dubs. I try to not dwell on the L's as well. 7 a.m. on the beach, the waves of plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choke, I call it a trail. Bent over the tide, my monitors fell. Cloaking device on the rolls, it look like a beater. It's really a ghost in the shell. This brioche and toast in the world. The tarragon butter moon walking the pen like the king of pop. Put on my power scout of Gucci Cox. I still cannot locate the city, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. Yeah, I feel like Joe Horn. I like to score and play and set up another table for 2. I step out on the shorty to pick up a pack from my Cartier buff. Excuse me a second. Don't really matter the Lord. You know I'm a turn to the furnace. Snuggle hotel after candle at dinner. The room that we in is impeccably furnished. See a little daylight, I turn on the burners. Flip a little switch for the of the spike strips. MS P98 size 11 and crushing my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find them in bigger that matches so perfectly with this new coach. They're trying to call me a democracy rig. I get it. I take it back and I split it at Williamson.